Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into an intense and thrilling story filled with heroes, villains, and a fight for survival you won't forget. If you love epic superhero tales and dramatic twists, you're in the right place. But before we dive in the story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the action. Now let's get started. DCeased Volume 1. The battlefield is still trembling from the last echo of war. Smoke coils in the sky above a shattered cityscape, and beneath the shadow of scorched clouds, the god of Apokolips kneels, defeated, wounded, and humiliated. Blood drips from Darkseid's mouth as he clutches his side, the glowing embers of his cracked armor pulsing weakly. His red eyes flare with growing rage, glowing hotter with every breath, ready to release his omega beams in a final act of defiance. Before he can act, a thunderous fist crashes into his face, sending shockwaves through the air. Superman floats above him, eyes blazing with restrained fury. "That's enough, Darkseid," he growls, his voice low and commanding like a judgment passed from heaven. From beside him, Wonder Woman lashes out with the lasso of truth, expertly wrapping it around Darkseid's thick, burnt neck. She yanks it tight, forcing him to his knees again. Her face is stern but resolute. "The truth, Darkseid, you owe us that much. Why did you come to Earth?" Batman steps forward from the shadows, standing just beyond the light of the lasso's glow. His voice cuts through the silence like a blade. "You've failed. You will leave Earth, and you will never return." With the tension drawn to its breaking point, Green Arrow loads an arrow into his bow and aims directly at the new god's heart. "You heard the lady and the bat. Spit it out before Superman hits you again." Darkseid snarls but doesn't resist. Under the lasso's influence, the fire behind his eyes dims, not in defeat, but in grim satisfaction. He slowly stands, pulling the glowing rope from his neck, and says coldly, "I will never return to Earth again. I don't have to. I already have what I came for." A boom tube suddenly opens behind him with a deafening roar. Light bends and warps around it. Without another word, Darkseid steps through and vanishes into the void. Silence returns, heavy and uneasy. The heroes exchange wary glances. "Well," Green Arrow says, lowering his bow with a smirk, "that was easier than I expected." Black Canary, standing next to him, eyes the swirling air left by the boom tube and mutters, "Easier?" Did anyone else notice what he didn't say? What did he mean? He has what he came for? Before anyone can respond, Nightwing, perched beside Batman, notices a blinking signal on the small handheld device in the Dark Knight's hand. "What's this?" he asks, stepping closer. Batman's expression darkens as he turns off the device. "Cyborg is missing," he says, voice grim and without hesitation. The news hits the team like a thunderclap. Superman immediately straightens. "What? No, he was with me in Metropolis. He was fighting off a swarm of parademons." Batman's eyes remain fixed on the tracker. He's not in Metropolis. He's not even on Earth. A flicker of shock runs through the League. The Flash, ever the curious one, asks sharply, "How do you know that?" "I put a tracker on him," Batman replies coldly. Everyone stares at him. Superman's tone hardens. "Did Victor know?" Batman doesn't answer. The silence is his answer. Flash scowls and zips to Batman's side. "You're tracking all of us, aren't you? Without our permission?" Batman looks at him with unblinking calm. "No, not all of you." Green Arrow narrows his eyes. "Then how do you know Cyborg isn't on Earth?" Batman turns the device to face the group. "The transmitter I placed on him can send a signal across 2 million light years. It's designed to withstand nearly any interference." But now, nothing. No signal at all. Wonder Woman's heart sinks. Her grip tightens on the hilt of her sword as the implications ripple through her mind. Then, where is he? Far across the galaxies, beneath the ash-choked skies of Apokolips, screams echo from within the black citadel of DCeased. In a grim, smoke-filled chamber lit only by the sparks of cruel machinery, Cyborg lies strapped to a cold, metallic slab. His limbs, both flesh and steel, are tightly bound. His internal systems flicker, trying to reboot. Sparks dance across his chest. He groans, confused, pained awakening into a nightmare. A sinister laugh breaks the silence. From the shadows steps DCeased, the twisted scientist and loyal servant of DCeased. His voice oozes with mockery and cruelty. "Welcome to Apokolips, Cyborg," he sneers. "Do you know why you were brought here?" Victor tries to move, but his cybernetic arms and legs are firmly locked in place. Anger rises in his chest as he stares down the leering monster. "No, for what?" DCeased paces slowly, deliberately. "For the anti-life equation," he answers, eyes gleaming. "The key to total control of sentient life across the cosmos. A formula that erases free will, and you, Cyborg, are the key." Cyborg blinks, stunned. "What does that have to do with me?" DCeased suddenly grabs Victor's chin and forces him to look into his eyes. His smile vanishes. "You were reborn by a mother box. Your body isn't just technology, it is new God technology, and inside your system lies the anti-life equivalent." Cyborg, wide-eyed, whispers, "Where?" Before DCeased can reply, a dark presence fills the room. DCeased enters, silent, towering, terrifying. In his massive hand, he holds a glowing mother box, humming with power. His voice booms like thunder. "It's in you, and I will pull it out." Cyborg glares up at him, smirking through the pain. "Were you waiting by the door for the perfect dramatic entrance?" DCeased growls and tosses the mother box to DCeased. "Attach it to his chest. Prepare to extract the equation." DCeased obeys, but his hands tremble. He connects the mother box to Cyborg's chest, aligning wires and nodes with Victor's core. But just as he prepares to activate it, he hesitates. "My lord," he says cautiously, "extracting the anti-life equation from his body could kill him. If we lose him, we may lose the equation entirely." DCeased narrows his eyes. "Don't worry. I've considered everything." Without another word, he slams his hand down on the device. The mother box comes alive with an unholy roar. Blue energy crackles violently through Cyborg's body. He screams in agony as his systems overload. Pain floods his circuits. The chamber shakes as if the planet itself is reacting. But DCeased is not finished. He raises his arms and summons the Black Racer, the silent, grim embodiment of death for the new gods. In an instant, a swirling portal tears open beside him, and the Black Racer emerges, floating like a reaper through the void. But instead of receiving death, the Racer is attacked. DCeased lunges forward and grabs death itself by the throat. DCeased, panicking now, rushes forward and jams a thick cable into the Racer's chest. The other end he slams into Cyborg's body. "We'll transfer the Racer's life force to stabilize him," he shouts. "It will keep him alive." But the moment life and death collide, something goes horribly wrong. The anti-life equation begins to corrupt. Its structure mutates, twisting under the surge of life and death energy. It becomes unstable, no longer just a formula, but a virus, a living, spreading force. The anti-life virus is born. DCeased screams, not in pain, but madness. His eyes widen, his body convulses. The virus consumes him instantly, bending his mind into chaos. Logic vanishes. Rage overtakes reason. DCeased stumbles back in horror. "My lord, no!" Desperate to prevent further corruption, DCeased opens a portal and transfers Cyborg through it. But it is far too late. DCeased, now utterly consumed by the virus, turns on the Black Racer. With a roar of wrath, he kills death. Then, trembling with madness, he takes to the sky. He flies high above the burning towers of Apokolips and detonates. A blinding explosion tears across the planet, engulfing everything in fire. Apokolips is destroyed in a single apocalyptic moment. Back on Earth, a swirling boom tube rips open above Metropolis. From it, Cyborg's broken body falls, crashing onto the city street like a meteor. He groans and tries to stand, sparks flying from his chest. Panicked citizens rush toward him, not to help, but to film. Phones rise into the air, streams go live, cameras focus. "No, stop! Put the phones down!" Victor yells. But it's too late. The corrupted anti-life virus, now fused with Cyborg's tech, spreads through wireless networks. In seconds, it enters the internet, the cloud, all connected devices. The virus infects the screens, and then it infects the people. Men and women clutching their phones scream in agony. Their eyes go black and red. Their skin peels. Their minds vanish. They turn feral, bloodthirsty, mindless zombies. Elsewhere, Superman is visiting Scott-Free and Big Barda at their home when a piercing scream echoes from the distance. A chill runs through him. He's airborne in an instant. As he reaches, the horror unfolds before him, streets filled with infected, buildings in flames, the once great city reduced to a hellish war zone. Superman floats above it all, horrified. Meanwhile, at Lois and Clark's apartment, Lois Lane is rummaging through the couch cushions. "Where's my phone?" Across the room, John Kent and Damian Wayne are sitting in front of the TV, playing a game. But then John notices something strange. His phone, left on the table, begins to glow red. He gets up, walking toward it, but just as he reaches out, a laser blasts through the window, destroying the phone in a burst of sparks. Superman crashes through, firing heat vision in every direction. In seconds, he vaporizes the TV, the remaining phones, every screen in the room. Lois runs to him. "Clark, what the hell is going on?" He turns to her, eyes still glowing, voice grim. "A virus! It's spreading through the internet, infecting people through their screens. It's turning them into zombies." Damian snatches up his Batcom, urgency in his movements. "I need to reach my father," he says, but only static crackles back. He tries again, still nothing. Panic tightens his voice. He's not answering. He always answers. Lois steps in, her brow furrowed. "Damian, what's wrong?" He looks up, dread in his eyes. Superman's fists clench as a shadow of worry darkens his face. "Bruce, damn it. Where are you?" In the depths of the Batcave, surrounded by cold silence and flickering shadows, Batman works with grim urgency. He shuts down the Batcomputer, severing it from any digital signal. He knows what's coming. Every second matters. With practiced precision, he reroutes power to a backup analog surveillance system, one completely isolated from the internet. The monitor flickers to life, and what he sees steals the breath from his lungs. Gotham is already lost. The streets writhe with the infected. Chaos reigns. Without hesitation, he slams the emergency switch, cutting all power to Wayne Manor, hoping to slow the virus's spread. But then, a voice cuts through the darkness from above. "Master Bruce, help me." He bolts from the cave, heart pounding, and goes toward the kitchen. When he arrives, he finds Alfred, shaken and cornered. But he's not alone. Standing in the shadows is Nightwing, twisted, monstrous. His eyes burn red. Blood streaks his chin. He lets out a guttural growl and lunges. Batman meets him with brutal precision. "Alfred, run!" he shouts, throwing Nightwing across the room. But before he can react, another figure crashes into him from behind. Robin, twisted and infected like the others. Batman grits his teeth, caught between survival and heartbreak, struggling to hold them off without hurting them. Nightwing is back on his feet. Together, the two corrupted sons of Batman drive him into the wall with inhuman force. And in that crushing moment, Batman understands the end isn't near. It's already here. To be continued. Thanks so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed the story as much as we enjoyed sharing it with you. If you liked what you saw, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of the exciting content coming up. Your support truly means the world and helps this channel grow, so thank you for being here. Also, feel free to leave a comment below and tell us what you thought or what stories you'd like to see next. Until next time, take care, and we will see you in the next video.